It's cute, relaxing, and unique. Snacko really bring a whole package with their early access release. And I can't wait to tell you everything about the story, gameplay, and their unique features. So stay until the end if you want to know what makes this game different from the other farming sim. But before we continue, I want to thank Player2VR for gifting me the key. So now, let's check the game. The story begins as you and your friend Mikan went on a journey to an island to find more meaningful life. But instead of arriving normally, you were stranded and have to be rescued by Nobu, who then give you jobs so you can settle in quicker. You will soon learn about the abandoned village and how the miasma spread all over the island after the goddess have left. Then one day, a land spirit come and ask you to bring the goddess back and remove the miasma. So now it's your job to light the goddess shrines that scatter all over the island. The gameplay itself is pretty similar to other farming sims where you can farm, mine, craft items, and take care of cute animals. What's unique is the mine layout is procedurally generated, so it will change each time you enter after sleeping in your bed. When I play the game, there's only one mine available since it's still in early access, but there will be more mines in the future. There are 4 different biomes that you can find: the grassy plain, desert canyon, mushroom forest, and frozen tundra. You can find different resources on each areas, which make the crafting becomes more interesting as you need to gather resources from all over the island. Another unique part of the crafting system is the elemental fragments needed to craft specific things. You can get these fragments by recycling items, and different items will produce different elemental fragments. This makes the crafting system becomes more complicated, which can be good or bad, depends on your preference. But for me, I think it's actually motivate me to gather and craft more items so I can get the fragments needed. And I think it will add more challenge to the crafting system, so you not only need to gather resources but also need to process them to get the fragments. Now let's move on to the village itself. As you live in an abandoned village, you need to rebuild it by inviting characters to stay as villagers or to obtain shops. To do it, you can create an ad to search for shop owners or villagers with certain personalities. There are 26 different characters that you can recruit, and you can romance 21 of them. I found that the ad system is pretty unique, and I'm not afraid of adding new villagers since you can freely remove and re-invite them later on. As always, collection is a big part of this kind of game, and you can donate different things such as painting, furniture, food, and fish to the cultural center. For those that love challenge, there are a few shrines filled with puzzles that you can speedrun. But these shrines are optional, so if you don't want to do them, you can skip it and it won't affect the storyline. My favorite part will be the decorating since you can freely place items and rotate it anywhere you like without being restricted by the grain. You can even put things on top of other things so you can be as creative as you want. With over 200 items to craft, I think I can really decorate the village beautifully once I have unlocked the recipes. As you can see, this game really have a lot of features that's very unique and distinct. However, since this game is still in early access, there are still a lot of parts of the story, features, and items that are incomplete. For example, I can quickly finish the main story in around 10 hours since many restrictions still missing. So I think you need to consider this first before getting the game while it's still in early access. Overall, I still enjoy the whole experience that I got while playing the game in early access. The story, especially the ending, is very touching, and the dialogue also very funny, which makes me enjoy the narration even more. Since I can play the game with my own pace, I don't feel rushed or anything. So I can really enjoy exploring different biomes, gathering resources, and do all of the live sim gameplay. At least Snacko has a lot of potential to be one of the best cozy live sim game with all of its cute character and unique features. So you might want to add it to your wishlist if you don't want to pick it up right away. But if you want other cozy game to play, check my Loaded Note review video.